Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about rational use of mineral resources. The following questions that we are going to discuss. First one, geoecological substantiation of new technologies for neutralization and disposal of waste. And second question, soil contamination with hydrocarbons. The processes of soil pollution from technogenic flows of oil and gas production complex are insufficiently covered due to the secrecy of information. The available publications reflect the current state of geochemical impact of technogenic sources of various types and intensities on soils, groundwater and lithosphere. The environment annually receives about 410 tons of crude oil, of which 20% goes into the world ocean, and most of it goes into soils and fresh waters. It is known that the greatest environmental hazard is posed by emergencies of well flowing, leakage of pollutants from reservoirs, pipeline ruptures, fires, and others. The maximum oil production rates during the flowing of wells were 500,000 square meters per day, and from 500,000 to 1 million square meters per day, and the affected area exceeded about 500 square meters. Geochemical changes in soils begin already at the stage of drilling a well. Pollutants like nitrates, lead, zinc were found in soil within a 2-kilometer radius of the drilling site. In the process of drilling, the main soil contaminants are sludge and settling peats for flushing fluid. The composition of flushing fluids includes the following chemical components: irritants, heat stabilizers, emulsifiers, weighting agents, as well as reagents used in the process of drilling and treatment of the bottom hole zone, which after the production cycle enter the settling tanks, hydrocarbon solvents, water-soluble polymers, salt deposition inhibitors like organophosphorus compounds, carboxylic and sulfonic acids, and others. On special basis, the sources of technogenesis are divided into point, wells, bournes, linear, like pipelines, water conduits, and aerial, oil fields of the field. Oil and oil products pollute the environment, which can come to the surface not only with drilling fluid, but also when using fuel and lubricants during drilling, well testing, and also as a result of accidents. Solid anthropogenic waste is a waste of mining and industrial production obtained during the extraction of mineral raw materials, waste of meteorological process, waste of industrial enterprises of the construction industry, utilities, and others. In geographical science, it is customary to subdivide solid waste into household, industrial, agricultural, mining waste, as well as waste obtained after dewatering sludge from treatment facilities, dry residue. A special group of waste includes hazardous waste that does not exist in nature. There are first of all compounds of heavy metals, some derivatives of petroleum products, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. Wastes alien to nature include products of organic synthesis, like polyethylene, foam rubber, plastics, and others. The world minimum estimate of hazardous waste is conventionally estimated at 500 million tons per year. The best estimate is not given due to commercial concealment of the actual status of hazardous solid waste. All incoming waste must be mixed and stored ready for use. In this regard, when mixing industrial waste with clean soil, it is necessary to adhere to the ratio like drill cuttings 1 to 3 of clean soil. According to the requirements of state bodies, the percentage is 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 of clean soil. Annually, about 55-90 billion tons of solid household and industrial waste falls on the Earth's surface. From the middle of the 20th century, the volume of waste has doubled every 10 years. In 20th, there were 1.2 tons of all manufactured products per inhabitant of the planet. Environmentalists have calculated that each ton of waste at the consumption stage corresponds to 10 tons of waste at the production stage and about 100 tons when receiving raw materials. The main suppliers of production and consumption waste are the economically developed countries like United States, Japan, Germany, Great Britain. Thailand, Singapore and Korea has joined them in recent years. The composition of solid waste in industrial cities is approximately the same. According to various sources in the world, from 200 to 300 billion tons of minerals are extracted annually, and from 5 to 7 million hectares of fertile lands are withdrawn from circulation. Environmental contamination with radionuclides is usually of technological nature and is expressed in values that exceed the indicator of natural radioactive background. Sources of our background radioactive contamination from long-lived radioactive isotopes emitted during testing of nuclear weapons are dangerous. The following recommended sources that can help you to increase your knowledge about this theme. Thank you for your attention.